know, it's been way too long since we've enjoyed a beautiful piece of silver or gold on this channel. So today we're going to look at this 100 ounce 3 Graces silver bar. Here we go. It's 100 ounces. It's heavy. Exactly 100 ounces, I would assume. I wanted to first talk about the dimensions of the bar. So I'm going to set this next to a 1 kilo Valcambi. You can see they're the same size as far as height and width. They're the same. And you know, if we were to stack these up there, well, the Valcambi is a tiny bit smaller, but not much. So that's the first thing to notice. The second thing is, a lot of the bars today have serial numbers. This 100 ounce bar does not have a serial number, because the height and width dimensions are about the same as a 1 kilo bar. We would expect it to be about 3 times as thick, and indeed it is. There it is. Beautiful. Boy, this thing is just so stocky and heavy. Now, look at the finish on here. I got the good camera out today to take some close-ups, so I'll show you some close-ups here. First, I've got close-ups of the edge here, and pretty well done. I mean, this is by far the smoothest edge on any silver bar I've ever purchased. Second thing is, there's this little ground edge here. Not so much on that surface, but you can see it here. And I also took a photograph of that to help highlight that ground edge. So it's just on this edge. It looks like somebody took a hand grinder or by hand ground the thing down. Now, I'm guessing there's a couple of reasons for this. One is they want to make sure that the bar meets the minimum weight requirements, right? You don't want to be ripping off your customers. I mean, these mints take great pride in making sure they give you the amount of silver and gold that you paid for. That's one of the ways we trust them. But I think this probably has to do with the stamping process. So here, let me get this Valcambi in here again. And we had the same issue on the Valcambi, where this side of it, the surfaces are just fine, but this edge here, you can see that there's some hand grinding that occurred. So I'm not sure exactly. This might be the bottom of the die. So the thing is placed in this case, it would be upside down, and it gets stamped with a very heavy press, and then it will leave a burr on here, and that burr needs to be ground off by hand. I actually have a Royal Canadian Mint 10 ounce bar where they forgot to do this grinding, and it left a burr, so it's just a very, very sharp edge on all the way around. And in exchange for that dangerous edge, I got a little bit more silver perhaps than I paid for. All right, this bar is very beautiful. I made a mistake. And I'll just mention this, you know, because we're sharing information here, and make sure maybe this will help you all not make the same mistake. So I got the bar, and as soon as I got it, my lovely wife wanted to handle it and look at it and all that with her bare hands, which is fine. No gloves. She didn't have gloves. So I thought, well, I'm just going to go ahead and wipe this thing off with isopropyl alcohol to get it cleaned up before I put it away into storage. Well, I grabbed the wrong thing. I grabbed this deep cleaning astringent from the bathroom. And lo and behold, yeah, it has alcohol in it, but it also has acid. Salicylic acid, 2%. So I took my brand new silver bar, I got a cotton swab, and I started wiping it with acid. That was not the smartest thing I've done. I actually noticed a little bit of frosting on this surface, so the one you get probably will even look even better than this with the shiny surfaces, because I made the mistake of cleaning it with acid. That's just not very smart. So anyways, don't make that mistake. And I certainly won't make that mistake again. Now, there's 2 versions of this bar. This one is called 3 Graces, where you have 3 ladies. And then there is the one with Lady Britania, which is very similar to the image of her that you'd see on 1 ounce coins and such. So at the time I bought this, Lady Britania was not available, only the 3 Graces. I went to the Royal Mint website here in preparation for this video, and I did not see this bar listed anymore, so I don't know what's going on. Possibly it's out of stock and back ordered, so they did not put it on the website because they didn't want people placing orders. They seem to be doing that at the UK Mint now. So that's a possibility. Another possibility is that they simply have taken it out of production, but I doubt that. I think it's been a good seller. You can see the acid damage here on this side a little bit there. Yeah. Anyways, this coat of arms looks beautiful. This pattern here very lightly put in there, is just gorgeous. Very well done. This is a very beautiful bar. This is without question the most let's see, what should I say? The most proof-like stamping of any large silver bar I have. I mean, 10 ounce or kilo or 100 ounce. I have a couple of 1 ounce proof things, James Bond bar, whatever, that might be better, but this is very well done. I told you that I got out the good camera for this, so I got my macro lens on my nice camera and took some close-ups here. So I took the first close-up here is this right here, this area here, including that little flower and that lady's face and hair. So there's the detail of that. The second close-up I did was here. She's holding it looks like a cluster of grapes. So I took a close-up of that, and here's the close-up of that. Now take a look at this bottom of the bar here, and some very nice, very nice artistry here. So here you have a high gloss surface. Here you have a like a scraped surface, and then you have different degrees of frosting on the texture in the legs and feet here. And here you have another glossing, and then you have this this Aztec kind of pattern going down there. But you've got so many different types of textures in this in this bar. It just makes it very nice to look at. Here you go, the 100 ounce Britania. There's the Three Graces bar on its way to the vault, but I thought I'd capture images of it for you here before we send it off.